156 for Brush and 31 for University in terms of yardage, but it's 14-6 Brush. 2nd and 1 for the University 21 as we begin the second quarter. Handoff left side to Kyle Rosenbrock. He's got a first down as he drives towards the 15-yard line. The freshman was tackled along the left sideline by Mario Melendez. If he doesn't get him, he might have scored in his first carry, a gain of 6.
Yeah, he just ran that dive over there on that left side. Again, once he got through that first surge of defenders, he took it to the sideline, which is exactly like what those coaches love to see.
Inquire about checkings and savings accounts as well as CDs at High Plains Bank at Central Avenue, 502 Central Avenue in Wiggins. 1st and 10 for the Bead Diggers at the University 15-yard line, leading by 8. Darmolen will hand it off to the deep back, Rosenbrock, taking it wide to the right, and he's carrying a defender, but he's only going to get about a yard. Well, that's a lot of strength, as the defender had him by the back of the jersey. And getting up from the bottom of the pile is Tyler Alonzo, the 5'8", 175-pound junior. Just a gain of 1 for Rosenbrock. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for Brush at the University 14.
He did show a lot of strength as he just refused to go down right there. Normally you don't see a freshman able to do that.
Eric Garcia checks back in for Chris Lee. 2nd and 9 for the Bead Diggers just inside the University 14. Brush leads 14-6 on touchdowns from Tyler Carter and Chris Lee. Rosenbrock remains in the backfield with Eric Garcia. 3 seconds on the play clock. Darmolen gets it off. The pitch left to Garcia. He's got running room to the outside of the 10, back to the inside of the 5. That's an easy touchdown for E.G. Eric Garcia. He scores from 14 yards away. Brush 20, University 6.
They faked the dive to Rosenbrock. Rosenbrock's at the fullback position. They faked the dive to him and just threw the quick pitch to the outside. So 59 quick pitch. Just Garcia showed why he's so effective, because once he got past the line of scrimmage, you saw that burst of speed. He just kicked it in another gear and ran away from everybody.
Now the extra point to be attempted by J.C. The Bead Diggers have had the ball 3 times and scored all 3 times. Eric Garcia to hold. Let's see if Jesus can make it 3 out of 3 on the night, and a Bead Digger moved on the right side. This will be a longer extra point for Brush. And Dave, you know what? I think that's actually a blessing in disguise, just to see if Jesus can nail some of these longer ones. We know he can, but you know he's not going to get any field goal attempts tonight. So might as well try something a little bit longer from an extra point standpoint.
I agree with you 100%. I'm just really nervous about the blocking up there on our PATs, because guys come right up the middle every time, and they send some defensive ends every time.
25-yard extra point for Jesus. The snap is good. The kick is up, and that one is booted through. 10:39 to go before the break. Brush 21, University 6 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. 6 plays, 76 yards in 2 minutes and 32 seconds. Eric Garcia scores his 2nd touchdown of the season, a 14-yard run off a pitch to the left. And Brush now leads 21-6. They did it in 2 minutes and 32 seconds. And the Bead Diggers do receive the second half kickoff, and they still have 10:39 to go in the opening quarter. This could be a night where the Bead Diggers, for the 6th consecutive year, Dave, eclipse 40 points against University. There's no reason they shouldn't do it.
Yeah, they're piling them up now.
But let's see if they stay disciplined. It was a 73-yard kickoff return last time. This will be fielded at the 8 by Jess Schwint. Runs to his left to the 15, spins, and he's thrown down. A flag is down. Brett Bostrom made the tackle. Now let's see who the flag is against. There's a Bead Digger on his knees, getting up slowly. And that is Tyler Carter, who made the last tackle on special teams, or one of the more recent tackles on special teams. Yeah, this looks like it's against the Bulldogs, but I haven't seen the initial indication. Either a block in the back or holding. So University has the football just shy of their own 10. This is where Brush can make their defense turn into their offense with 10:34 to go in the second, leading 21-6.
With the University only able to establish 31 yards of offense and 26 of those on a lucky long pass, it's going to be hard for him to dig out of this hole.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. The lone setback is Tad Strohauer. And he's got the football running right up the middle, cutting it to the right, spinning to the 15-yard line. Nice moves by Strohauer. Gaining 5 yards in the play. Ethan Brose made the play, and I think the Beetdigger coaches are not happy with some over-pursuit, Dave.
Yeah, defensive linemen can't get up the field too far. They run right past the running back, so you got to make sure that they get across just with 1 yard penetration and then look for the football.
2nd down and 5 from the 15-yard line. Again, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tanner Sparks, the quarterback, is under center. Has the snap, hands off, 1st down across the 20, spun down as the 23 is Strohauer, tackled by Randy Baker, but it's a gain of 8 for the University running back.
University getting into a little bit of a groove, just running in between the tackles right at this Digger defense.
For all of your auto supply needs, stop by Central Auto Parts in Fort Morgan. It is 1st down for University at their own 23-yard line. Plenty of time to go in the opening half. 9:48, trailing Brush 21-6. There's the give, right up the gut, and some yardage as well, close to the 30. That's Strohauer again. Randy Baker again with the initial hit, but it's a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3, and I wonder if the Beetdiggers are either just getting blocked very well or perhaps a little bit lax on defense, considering they have a 15-point advantage approaching the 9:20 mark of the 2nd quarter.
Well, they're making some nice trap blocks up there and just catching our defensive linemen coming across, not looking for it. 2nd
and a long 3 from the 30-yard line, and there is the pitch left. Strohauer again cuts it back to the inside, and he backs in towards the 32. Trevor Blake had the initial penetration, and it looked like Sean McConnell from his defensive end position got a piece of the ball carrier. After the gain of 2, it's 3rd and 1 for University at the 32.
Kyle Rosenbrock out there again at that right linebacker position, was in on that tackle as well.
3rd down and 1 from the 32. The Beetdiggers have touchdowns from 3 different players tonight. Tyler Carter, Chris Lee, and Eric Garcia. Strohauer again is the lone setback. On 3rd and 1, Sparks, play action, rolling right, throws off his back foot. The pass is caught underneath. A 1st down to the 35 and tackled at the 39 was Stephen Bradley. A well-designed play. Eric Garcia made the tackle, but it's a gain of 7 as the drive continues for University, and the Beetdiggers had tons of pressure on the quarterback, Sparks.
Yeah, they hit him right after he threw the football and put him on his back. He got up a little bit slow, but, you know, it was a good pass, boy. Right before he got hit, he threw it out there. It was on the money, and our strong safety wasn't able to get out there step for step with that receiver. It's really hard to cover the flats like that.
Yeah, that's not a poor defensive play. That's a good, solid 7-yard pickup by University. 2 receivers to the left. 1 to the right. 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line. Handoff, Strohauer, stutter steps, and he's hit at the 40 by Kyle Rosenbrock, who throws him to the ground. It's a gain of 1. If Rosenbrock didn't make the play, Strohauer had daylight.
Yeah, there's some running room over there as he was trying to get over there by the sideline by his own team in front of his team's bench, but Rosenbrock just put a hit on him, a sure tackle.
7:40 to go, 2nd quarter. Brush 21, University 6. I'm John Beltran with Dave Urich from Beetdigger Stadium. This is the Patriot League opener, and the Beetdiggers have scored in each of their first 3 drives. Now 2 receivers are out to the right, 1 to the left. And a timeout is called by University. Check that. That'll be an official's time, so we'll keep it right here. University has exhausted 1 timeout. Might be an equipment issue, so they will get that clock going once again. 2nd down and 9 from their own 40-yard line. They've not done shotgun really tonight. It's all been under center. Sparks with a fake pitch, then the shovel pass right up the middle, and a big gainer across the 40 towards the 50. Eric Garcia made the tackle, but it was there for Stephen Bradley. He picks up 9 yards, and that's very close to a 1st down. If they measure, and he doesn't have it, it's going to be by a credit card.
And that reverse like what Faith Christian tries to run, it's not really reverse, it's just a far flanker. They make a fake, and then they do an inside handoff actually right along the line of scrimmage as he comes back the other direction. Just caught the Diggers sleep, and our linebackers fell for the first fake.
3rd and inches at the 49. Should be an easy pickup for University the way they've been moving the ball. This drive started at their 10. Handoff right up the gut, and driving to the 50 and getting the 1st down for a gain of 1 was once again Stephen Bradley. Although Calderon and the other B-Diggers had penetration, but they couldn't hold them right there at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they didn't fool anybody on that play. And guys are just putting some big hits on people, and the Diggers are doing a pretty good job of wrapping up tonight as they're staying in that 5-2 defense that they've been in the last couple of years.
1st and 10 at midfield. One setback. That appears to be Strohauer. University in their road whites, and there's the pitch left to Strohauer, taking it to the left side, cuts it back towards the middle, and he's down at the line of scrimmage. The B-Diggers had the penetration, and the first hit was made by Bryant Woodward. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Lots of contact as well by Randy Baker, the sophomore.
What makes that work, though, is McConnell here at that defensive end on this side. He strings that thing all the way out to the sideline, and then Strohauer has to cut it back, and he runs right into all of our pursuit.
That's it. You seal it in. You seal it in, and you're golden. And that's what McConnell did, 2nd down and 10 from midfield. This will be the 10th play of the drive, and they're only at the 50. They've traveled 40 yards. University's taken up 5 minutes. Back to throw is Sparks. Light pressure, throwing to his right, wide open, caught at the 45, and Garcia makes the tackle at the 41. But wide open was Jesse Schwint, and it's a gain of 9, 3rd, and less than a yard.
Garcia had the coverage. He just slipped. He was backpedaling, and then right when Schwint stopped and went out, Garcia's feet slipped out from underneath him. But once he caught back up, it was sure a nice, sure-handed tackle.
3rd and 1 from the 41, handoff up the middle, 1st down for Strohauer. He gets only a yard, maybe a yard and a half. Ethan Brose made the tackle, but that's all he needed. And the sticks will move for University, give him 2 yards. And University has picked up 4 first downs on this drive, and they have traveled 51 yards. They still need 39 more. What a drive for University, almost 6 minutes off the clock. 1st and 10, just shy of the B-Digger 39-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Sparks is going to hand it off to Strohauer, breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage, inside the 35, down at the 33, gains 6 yards on the play. Trevor Blake had the first hit. And it'll be 2nd down and 4 for University, and right now they're having their way, and this could change the game going into the locker room if the B-Diggers do break.
They completed 3 passes in a row, and so it's making our linebackers and our corners have to freeze up a little bit. They showed all that motion to the right, then ran it back to the left, and just catching us not staying home.
There's a draw play running up the middle to Strohauer. 1st down across the 30 to the 26. B-Diggers got sucked in too much. Eric Garcia made the tackle, and it's a gain of 7 for Tad Strohauer on the 13th play of the drive.
So 37 yards now on the night for Strohauer on 8 carries.
Dave, we haven't seen a team do this to Brush, maybe with the exception of Ray one time last week, at least on the ground. 1st and 10 for the B-Digger 26-yard line. Sparks is going to hand it off on the right side to Strohauer, running room to the 20, and he bowls his way towards the 19. B-Diggers are getting dominated up front on this drive. It's a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Brett Bostrom laid a lick on Strohauer, but he was well downfield by the time that happened.
Yeah, but you have to remember we've got some guys in the game right now that are we had some guys in the game that were younger players and they're learning to figure things out, and that's a good call there by Coach Creighton to make sure he's got some of those guys learning how to play some football for later on. 2nd
down and 3 from the Brush 19-yard line. Sparks on the fake pitch. There's the end around running left of the B-Diggers. Read that perfectly. And that's going to be a loss of close to 3 yards. Bryant Woodward made the play as the ball was given to Stephen Bradley, and Woodward read it as if he were in the huddle before the play took place, and it's a loss of 3 yards.
Yeah, so you're starting to see when you start getting some of the starters back in the game, you see that offensive or that line of scrimmage start to solidify for the Diggers.
3rd down and 6 with a ball just shy of the 22-yard line. 2:37 to go, 2nd quarter. Brush 21, University 6. But University has held the ball for 8 minutes.
You know what, good, though, because we got those younger guys some playing experience, and we're going to need that as we need to platoon a little bit more in the postseason.
University has to call a timeout. They took too much time in the huddle. We have 2:24 to go. in the second. I'm John Beltran with Dave Urick. The Bead Diggers have had the ball 3 times. You figure they'd get it at least one more time, and probably will. The question is, will they have any time left or much time left to score a 4th touchdown here in the opening quarter, because University has moved from nearly one end of the football field to the other.
You know, it's just good practice for them, though. They have to learn to dig in, and you know, we've seen this earlier in the season where we've bent quite a bit, but we didn't break, and we'll see if this defense is able to pull it off this time.
Right now, they are coming up on the 16th play of the possession. It'll be 3rd down and 6 from the Brush 22-yard line. They've held the football for exactly 8 minutes and 10 seconds. That is almost 3/4 of a quarter. The lone setback is Strohauer. 2 receivers out to the right and 1 to the left. Sparks under center on 3rd and 6. Play action, looking to throw over the middle. The pass is incomplete. Off the hands of the receiver at the 12, defended by Brett Bostrom. And that looked like it was Stephen Bradley. 4th down, so this will be interesting. If the Bead Diggers stop them, you've got your 3 timeouts. You'll have well over 2 minutes to go, but they've got to do it here on the 17th play of the possession.
That's right. That play was over the middle. He was open, and that's what we were talking about in our favor a lot of the time. But he was barely open as our linebackers are learning to drop back into their drop zones and get into that passing lane.
3 receivers to the right now, 1 to the left. 4th and 6 from the 22. Back to throw. Down the left sideline. That pass is going to be incomplete. Oh, it was nearly caught by Kirkpatrick for a touchdown. Albo got turned around, and it just was beyond his outstretched hands. And the Bead Diggers will have the ball at the 22-yard line. That was close.
Yeah, I think Vinny was thinking that the receiver wasn't going to get out there. I think he thought it was uncatchable. But then all of a sudden the receiver turned on a little burst of speed and got down the field and almost made the play. So Vinny learned he's going to have to make sure that he gets out there and knocks the ball down whether he thinks the receiver's there or not.
1st and 10 for Brush at their own 22-yard line. They've got plenty of time here and receive the second half kickoff. But they'll need a nice burst to get them into University territory. 2 receivers are out to the right for Brush and 2 to the left. They could be opening things up with Tyler Carter as the lone setback. Tormolen back to throw. Plenty of time. Out to his right. Pass is incomplete. Well beyond the intended target. Trevor Blake, defended by Stephen Bradley, along the sideline in front of the Bead Digger bench at the 27-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Tremolin's 2 for 5 for 66 yards, completing both of his passes tonight to Eric Garcia. That one was just like a pass he threw earlier, an out pattern where he just overthrew it. It's just a long ways for him to throw the ball out there.
2nd down and 10. 2 receivers again split each side. The Bead Diggers at their own 22-yard line. Tormolen again back to throw. Looking. That pass is going to be over to the left side. It's caught by Garcia as he faked it. Garcia up the left sideline to the 40-yard line. Down to the 30. Trying to outrace the defenders. And he's got a 1st down inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Looked like Tormolen just pumped, and Garcia was wide open. A big gainer for the Bead Diggers, and we'll call it 59 yards.
You know, the play was supposed to go over here to the right side. Last time they threw that out pattern, and then the other receiver on this side ran an 8 pattern where he goes down the field, runs the out, and then turns it up the field. And I think that's where Tormolen wanted to throw the ball, but because of all that pressure, he reversed the direction, went back to the other side, and he threw it to probably his 3rd or 4th choice of a receiver.
Yeah.
And University didn't have him covered because he wasn't on the play side.
Yeah, I thought he got rid of it. Give him 60 yards as they marked the football at the 18-yard line. I'm trying to follow this with a camera at the same time, and it really got me as well. But nonetheless, the Bead Diggers now have it 1st and 10 at the University 18-yard line. There's the handoff to Carter, running left, a hole across the 15. He drives towards the 10. And Carter, with a burst of speed, is going to pick up close to 8 yards. The tackle was made by Joshua White. Let's see if they give him the 10. It looks like the 11, a gain of 7, 2nd down. And 3 yards to go for Brush. 1:42 to go with the clock running, but, I mean, obviously plenty of time to get back into the end zone.
Carter is well on his way to 100-yard games with 71 yards on 9 attempts.
2nd down and 3 from the 11. Blake is in motion to the right, and there's the handoff on the inside to Carter. He's got nothing. He was swallowed up by White. A loss of 1, back to the 12. Bee Diggers take a timeout. Brought to you by Edwards Wright Price Market in Flowerland with 1:19 to go. Before the break, leading 21-6, and that was one of the few plays tonight where any running back had nothing. So now they've got to figure out what they'll do here, even though the strategy is fairly simple. I mean, you've got the ball at the 12. It's 3rd and 4. You've got 79 seconds to go. It's 4-down territory. And the Bee Diggers have followed any bad play tonight with a good play because they haven't had too many bad plays.
That's right. You know, that last play, they were trying to fake that quick pitch that Garcia ran so well, on the last series when they scored that touchdown. They faked the quick pitch on the right side this time and tried to hand it off up the middle, but it just didn't fool any of the University Bulldogs on that play.
At 502 Ensign in downtown Fort Morgan, the place to shop for all of your appliance needs is B&B Appliance, a member of the Brand Source retail program. So with 1:19 to go, the Bee Diggers have it 3rd and 4 at the 12. Leading by 15, Garcia and Carter are in the backfield. Both have scored touchdowns tonight. Albo is the receiver to the right. Tormolen rolling to his right, stopping, looking, still stopping, rolling left. He's got to work his way out of it, throws, and the pass is incomplete off to the right on the sideline towards Sean McConnell at the 5. 4th down, and the Bee Diggers were simply well covered.
The thing I really liked about that play was the fact that Schmolin didn't take the sack. You know, he threw it away, so you're seeing him develop some of those game-savvy kind of things you need your quarterback to be able to do.
Dave, we remember that Tormolen's legs played a big role last week against Ray. I'm not calling the play. I'm just saying. 4th and 4 for the 12. Tormolen on the bootleg right. Cuts it to the inside to the 10. He drives towards the 6. That's a 1st down for the Bee Diggers. As the drive continues, Joshua White made the play, and a gain of 6 for Mitch Tormolen.
Just ran that bootleg over here to our slot side, so we're in a 400 formation. A lot of defenses like to line up, and over on that tight end side, got some good blocks upfield. The same exact play that won the game for him against Faith Christian.
And last week they picked up a 4th down against Ray. 1 on a bootleg, then on a 10-yard quarterback sneak. Clock running, 56 seconds to go in the opening half. 1st and goal from the 6. Tormolen turns, hands it off to Carter, running right, and he's hit in the backfield. No blocking there for the Bee Diggers. They're going to have to use their 2nd timeout, and they do. Stephen Bradley had penetration, but the initial was by, looked like Caleb Frisbee for University. Back towards the 8-yard line. Upcoming is the 8th play of the drive. 44.8 seconds to go. Well, you know what we've seen the first 3 games of the season, Dave, that I pointed out to Coach Streitz, which he knew, but you probably haven't even thought about this. The Bee Diggers have had at least 1 touchdown pass each of the first 3 games, which is very unbrush-like when you look at the team historically.
Yeah, that's true. You know, we love to be a running team, but I'll tell you what, with Tormolen able to stand in the pocket back there and see the whole field, see the receivers, and we've had a lot, I hate to say it, but a lot of short quarterbacks over the years, and I'll tell you what, it's hard to see over those great big offensive and defensive linemen. With him be able to stand up there and see over the top of people and pick out those open receivers, that makes some of that red zone offense a little easier to call.
Yeah, Mitch is, 6'3", 6'4". I mean, a tall quarterback. 2nd down and goal at the 8. Lee and Carter. Check it. Garcia and Carter in the backfield. Blake is the receiver to the right. Tormolen looks towards the sideline.
We don't have a tight end.
Oh, they're going to have to run the play without a tight end. Well, there is McConnell in motion to the left, and there's the pitch to Garcia. Garcia swings it to the outside. He's into the end zone. He scores easily. And now we've got a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Garcia did score from 8 yards out. The flag was thrown after he got into the end zone. Let's see if that's going to count. Nope, illegal formation against the Bee Diggers, and that's exactly what was happening, Dave. There was confusion there after a timeout, too. That's what made it so awkward.
Yeah, we're still missed. We only have 10 guys out on the field, and we still haven't had anybody go on the field yet to correct the problem.
Well, now the ball is placed. Looked like it was at the 8 before. Now it looks like it's closer to the 12.
Yeah, I think we were missing a wide receiver, actually, not a tight end. Just didn't have enough guys on the line of scrimmage.
40.8 seconds to go. We'll call it the 12. Yeah, not exactly 5 yards based on what we saw it previously. On 2nd and goal, Tormolen pitch left to Garcia. He's got a stutter step, reverses field. He's dragged down. Diggers might have to use another timeout. That's going to be a loss. They will use their 3rd timeout with 32.8 seconds to go. It's back at the 13, a loss of 1. Diggers are coming up on the 9th play of the drive. They look so good, and now they've really struggled the last couple of plays. But you figure here, Dave, that maybe it's time to score through the air.
Yeah, I expect them to throw the football here. It's a little ways too far to run that bootleg, which is one of the coach's favorite plays in these kinds of situations.
I'm John Beltran with Dave Urich. This is 1010 KSIR, Brush, Fort Morgan, Greeley. This is the Patriot League opener for both teams. And Brush holds a 15-point lead, and they receive the second half kickoff, so they could almost blow it open here by halftime and then really separate themselves by early in the 3rd quarter. And since Coach Dreitz started playing against University in 2006, as we mentioned earlier, the Diggers have scored at least 40 points in each of those meetings, 5-0 during that time, and only one of those games has been close. That was that 41-34 game when University had those studs, Palmer and Flack, if I remember those names.
Yeah, Palmer was the one that he was the fullback that ran right up the middle on us for over 100 yards that game. Boy, we couldn't stop him.
Trips to the right. Carter's the lone setback. The outside receiver's elbow. 3rd and goal from the 13. Tormolen back to throw. Plenty of time. Over the middle of the pass is going to be intercepted. Up the left sideline towards the 20-yard line and dragged down there at the 21 with the interception for Jesse Schwint. University takes over with 23.8 seconds to go before halftime.
I think Mitch dropped back and just followed Garcia all the way across the field, and I think the free safeties were just reading. Everybody on defense was just reading his eyes and just stepped right into the passing lane and picked that ball off. But again, there you have a quarterback that can even see that over the middle. He was wide open. Maybe just threw the ball a little too flat, needed to put a little more touch on it, but you can't fault Mitch on it. That was a good defensive play.
1st and 10 for University, and Tanner Sparks takes a knee, and that will be the final play of the opening half with the score. Brush 21, University 6 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.